Think back to your last summer vacation as a child. It felt endless. Now think about the last year of your life. It probably disappeared before you even realized it. You are not imagining it. Time really does feel faster as you get older. But the strange part is this: time did not change. You did. When you were young, 1 hour in a doctor's waiting room felt like forever. You stared at the clock, watching the second hand move in slow circles. An afternoon outside could stretch until the streetlights came on. The time between birthdays felt like a giant ocean. Christmas took forever to arrive. Summer break felt like an entire lifetime. You went back to school feeling like a different person from the one who left. The world was bigger back then, and time had more room to move. Then something changes. You grow up, you get a job, you pay bills, you answer messages, you clean the house, you go to sleep, and suddenly it is January. Then somehow it is summer. Then almost instantly you are buying winter coats again. A month disappears while you are busy working. Entire seasons blur together. You look in the mirror and realize 5 years have passed since you last truly stopped to notice. The days can feel long, but the years feel terrifyingly short. It feels like someone pressed fast forward on your life. But this is not a glitch in the universe. It is how the human brain processes time. And there are three quiet reasons why this happens. The first reason is simple math. When you are 5 years old, 1 year is 20% of your entire life. That is huge. It is a massive part of everything you have ever seen, felt, learned, and remembered. Of course, it feels long. But when you are 50, 1 year is only 2% of your life. It becomes a much smaller piece of the whole story. The year is the same length, but your mind compares it to a much bigger life. So every year feels a little smaller than the one before it. That is the strange math of being human. The second reason is memory. Your brain is not trying to record everything, it is trying to save energy. When something is new, your brain pays attention. But when something repeats, your brain stops taking notes. Think about your daily routine. You probably do not remember what you ate for lunch last Tuesday. You probably do not remember every drive to work. You took the same road, saw the same buildings, stopped at the same lights, opened the same apps, did the same tasks. So your brain compressed all those similar days into one blurry file. That is why adulthood can feel so fast. Wake up, coffee, work, phone, food, sleep, repeat. There may be hundreds of days inside that routine, but when you look back, they do not feel like hundreds of days. They feel like one long copy-paste. Without strong memories to mark the path, time seems to vanish. The third reason is novelty. New experiences make time feel slower. When you were a child, almost everything was new. The first time you rode a bike, the first time you saw the ocean, the first time you slept at a friend's house, the first time you felt embarrassed, the first time you felt brave. Your brain had to pay attention because it had never seen those moments before. It recorded more details, more colors, more sounds, more emotions. That is why those memories still feel so large. Novelty creates heavier memories, and heavier memories make time feel longer when you look back. That is why 1 week in a strange country can feel longer than a whole month at home. Your brain wakes up, it starts recording again, it stops compressing your life into a blur. We cannot stop time, and we cannot return to those endless summers from childhood. But maybe we can make life feel slower again, not by adding more hours to the day, but by giving the brain more reasons to remember them. Take a different way home. Learn something you are bad at. Talk to someone new. Visit a place you have never been. Put your phone away for 10 minutes and actually look around. Notice the tree you pass every day. Notice the sky. Notice the small things your brain has started ignoring. Time is not really speeding up. You are just recording less of it. So if you want life to feel longer, you do not need to become younger. You need to become a beginner again.